I'm here at a Fish Burners event, and now we will have the opportunity to hear the keynote speaker Kristina Karlsson from Sweden with her company Kikki K. And before seeing Kristina here on stage at this event, let's have a personal talk with her about her fears and biggest learning of this cool story. You have been to Hamburg, right?
Ja, ich habe in Deutschland gewohnt.
Ah,
aber ich habe alles vergessen.
Ah, ich kann auch nur Hey sagen. In Schwedisch, ja?
Ja.
Das war es auch schon.
Ja.
Aber du verstehst, wenn ich...
No, but let's speak English now.
Yeah, sure. But it's so cool that you also talk some German.
Yes.
And you know the famous word Moin in northern Germany?
No.
Moin means you can say all day for hello. It's like good morning in other languages.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So excited to meet you here in Sydney, Kristina.
Thank you. I'm excited to meet you.
Can you tell us in a short story why did you found Kikki K?
So when I grew up in Sweden and then I came to Australia and then I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, so I was kind of whinging and complaining quite a bit, and then at 3 a.m. one morning I woke up my partner, I think for the 5th time, saying, what am I going to do with my life? And he said, why don't we write down what is important to you?
And so that was with the age of 22, right?
Yeah, about 23 something. I came to Australia as a 22-year-old, so probably 23, 24. And then I wrote down on that list that I wanted to drive to work and loving it. So, you know, when I was going to do some work, I want to be excited and loving it. I wanted to have a business on my own, no idea what that was going to be. I wanted to have a connection with Sweden. That was really important to me, to be able to go home. It was far away, being on this side of the world. And then I wanted to work with Swedish design, because that's one of my passions. And I wanted to make $500 a week. And that was based on...
That was your goal, $500 a week. And then you will be satisfied.
Yeah, that was the hardest one to achieve as well. This is many years ago. You know, I've been in business for over 20 years now.
But did you think of that it could be like this, and even not know $500 a week is a lot less than you've achieved now?
Yeah, but this was my writing those dreams on paper at 3 a.m. was really what I wanted personally. That wasn't a business kind of. That was
crucial for your success.
Yeah, well, that was for my personal success in terms of that's what I wanted to make. But then, because I started a business, then obviously that $500 a week became very different. And I always wanted to do a global business because, I mean, I started my business before internet. So you were so young, so you probably didn't even remember that time. But, you know, I wanted to have a global business because I felt like we were doing so many beautiful products, design-wise, and also products that really made a difference in people's lives. So our purpose at Kikki K is to inspire people to live their best life. And that's by dreaming, doing, enjoying, and sharing. And I felt like I wanted really to spread that around the world. So we have over 100 stores now in 5 countries, and then we sell to 147 countries online.
And when you started all this, what was your biggest fear?
My biggest fear was to not being able to continue what I loved so much, because I love my business so much. So all I wanted was to survive. You know, in the early startup days, you don't really know if it's going to work, and you know, you work so much, and you sometimes wonder if you're going to make it. And my fear was based on I just love it so much, I never ever want to do anything else, and I still love it. Many years later, you know, obviously evolved a lot, and have had lots of different roles and within the business, and now I get to speak around the world. Did you woke up at night and had this fear of failing and not to continue with the story? And how did you overcome this fear? What can you give as an advice to overcome your fears? Surround yourself with other successful people, other entrepreneurs, where you go through. So I'm a member of EO, which is entrepreneurs organization, and really surround yourself with other business owners so you can learn. And you know, I had no idea about anything in business, so I had a million coffees and read a lot of books and really tried to overcome my fear by taking action on all those things that I learned. Okay. Last question. What's your biggest learning in this Kikki K story? You don't know what you don't know. It's really good to not know what you don't know. It's really good to don't know what you don't know. Yeah. It's really good to not know what you don't know. Because if you knew what you had to go through, then I'm not sure if you could do it. So it's really good to not know everything, and then just start taking action and learn as you go. And also dreaming big. is a really big lesson, because when you start, it feels really uncomfortable to dream big and have a global dream, but actually dreaming big. Sometimes now I think I could have dreamt even bigger. I mean, I haven't achieved everything that I wanted to, but on that list for sure. But now I want to be, I want to inspire 101 million people to write down 3 dreams and then go chase them.
Okay, and how will you reach those people?
So I wrote a book last year, and so one of the part is to sell 1 million copies of that book. I only sold 70,000 so far.
Okay, but you have a next big goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that's why you say it's think big, and it's never stop with you. So you have your next big dream, right?
And I think that's part of life. You know, you evolve, and I now have a podcast where I interview other entrepreneurs, similar to what you're doing.
Yeah, cool.
And I love that, the people I get to meet and the people I get to learn from. It's just that's just part of life, and I love that.
Okay, cool. So with overthinking, you mean if you know too much, like if you're a company consultant, they analyze everything, every single fear or every single risk, right? And then you would never start. That's what you mean, right? Correct. So it's good not to know too much or not to know what you don't know. That's really good advice. Thank you for that, Kristina. And for you guys, I will link all the stuff and the podcast here under the video that people can also check out your thoughts and your podcast and read your book, right?
Wonderful, thank you so much.
Okay, Kristina, high five I'm excited for your presentation and I will check it out now.
Danke sehr.
Danke sehr,